An Inconvenient Truth, episode 97. Today we're coming from Romans chapter 4, verse 11. This is actually going to be directed toward many of my Jewish friends and people who are not Jewish, whose certain churches, certain denominations have tried to redirect you back under the law by reinstituting. I've talked about this before. There's a movement trying to reinstitute things of the law, even though we're no longer under the law for various reasons. And this is very clearly stated here in a passage in Romans 4. So, circumcision was a sign that Abraham already had faith and that God had already accepted him and declared him to be righteous even before he was circumcised. So Abraham is the spiritual father of those who have faith but have not been circumcised. They are counted as righteous because of their faith. Now, verse 12. And Abraham is also the spiritual father of those who have been circumcised, but only if they have the same kind of faith Abraham had before he was circumcised. So this is an amazing passage in and of itself. Paul is literally clarifying to the Jewish people at that time, look, yes, you were under the law, but faith actually counters that. As a matter of fact, if we go back to the end of chapter 3, let's see here. Chapter 3, verse 31. Well, then, if we emphasize faith, does this mean that we can forget about the law? Of course not. Forget about the law? Of course not. In fact, only when we have faith do we truly fulfill the law. So you have one of two options. You either have faith in God or you have the law. Okay? This is really interesting. So for my Jewish friends out there, obeying the law is one thing, okay? But the entirety of the law is fulfilled when you place your faith, the faith they had, which means everything in your being was relying on that point, on Jesus. So your faith, your belief, full, wholehearted, everything changes the way you act, changes the way you think, changes the way you behave, everything because of your faith in Christ. When it changes you and how you function, the law is fulfilled. Okay? But for those of you who people may have been teaching, you need to get back under the law. If you go back under the law, it simply means you do not have faith. And you will be held to the fine points of the law. Okay? I want to make this very clear. I hope this helped, guys. It is inconvenient, but it is true. Be blessed.